Welcome back. You join me on a sunny day in Corfu.
Yep, that's me.
I guess you're wondering how I got here. I mean, literally, because normally I'm in Doncaster and all of a sudden I'm in Corfu and there's no explanation. So let's just go back and I'll explain exactly how I got here. So we've now got an hour and 40 minutes to kill before the flight. You excited, Liz?
Actually, I'm a bit nervous.
Yeah?
Can I be honest with you all?
I'm excited.
But I'm less nervous now that we're in this bit.
Yeah, that's fair. I think this is the most difficult bit, getting through security and then just sort of making the most of this time before we actually get on the plane. It's a really good day to actually be leaving Doncaster because it is really rainy here today. I suspect the weather will be quite different in Corfu. Although apparently it is raining there as well. I guess we'll see when we get there.
Siko, Gorepse, Sirtaki, με τρελή διπλοπενιά. Gorepse το σαμορτάκι, να βουήξει η γειτονιά. Έλα, πιάσε μ' απ' τον νόμο, κι όπα πρώτα το δεξί. Κι αν μου κουραστείς στον δρόμο, θα σε βάλω σε ταξί.
So first of all, the hotel room is amazing. It is 32 degrees out there and it is not 32 degrees in here, which is amazing. It has incredible air conditioning going up there. Got a TV up here, bed, and obviously the bathroom is just amazing. It's got one of those kind of glass door things going on, and yet another mirror. Obviously out here, got my own little balcony area as well, which is obviously where I filmed the first bit. Yeah, fantastic.
But yes, it is incredible to be here. We've been here for less than 24 hours, but we've already been sat by the pool, reading our books, eating Greek salads. It's just been fantastic. Honestly, this is one of my favourite places to come on holiday, and I'm really glad that I'm here. It seems like the perfect temperature as well. There's a sea breeze. That 32 degrees does not feel like the same 32 degrees we have in Doncaster, like a couple of weeks ago when I just couldn't cope. This is very, very different. It's fantastic to be here. I'm looking forward to doing a lot of reading, a lot of writing, and taking in the Greek culture. Honestly, I love it here so much, and the food is just amazing. So far, I've already had some homemade tzatziki, some flatbreads, and some Greek salad, and it hasn't even been 24 hours yet. So lots of adventures to be had. And you know what? It really is just nice to take a break. I'm looking forward to taking a step back from the work that I do and just taking it all in. All that, and it's acceptable for me to have a sleep in the middle of the afternoon because it's too hot outside. Genuinely, that's just incredible to me. So I've decided to make the most of my time while I'm away by reading quite a few books that I've been trying to read for quite a long time. The first of which is this, How to Break Up With Your Phone. Now I've actually been reading this for the last couple of months, but there's a point in it that I've been avoiding, which is basically a 24-hour detox from your phone entirely, which I am currently 12 hours into. And I'm finding it a lot harder than I thought I would, actually. It's amazing how much I check my phone and flick through Facebook, check my emails, etc. And it is very strange to be without it, but currently my phone is locked in the safe in the room, which is quite useful because there's at least 2 things in the way of me getting to it at the moment, including turning it back on. But yeah, I'd recommend this book to anyone who's a bit hooked on their phone like I am. And this is the perfect opportunity to come away from it being on holiday like this, because obviously people aren't going to contact me because they know that I'm away. But at the same time, it is very strange having this phoneless existence. And and honestly it is very strange. And yeah, I'm exactly 12 hours in at the moment, and it has been a very slow 12 hours. But obviously I'm doing a lot of reading while I'm away, and this has been one of the books. And I've also been reading the Matt Haig book, Reasons to Stay Alive, which has obviously lost its cover because I think everyone in my family has read this now, but I've really been enjoying reading this. But on my phone is the Game of Thrones audiobook that I've been listening to, so I've got 24 hours off that as well, which I'll be honest with you, I'm really missing as well because I've been really enjoying the audiobook. But it's real books for the next 12 hours at least, as I slowly get over the fact that I have no access to my phone. As you know, I do work predominantly online with a lot of my stuff, and there are quite a few people who do the same thing, and they talk about these detox days, but I've never ever done one before. This is the longest I think I've been without my phone in the entire time I've had a smartphone, so we're talking back to like maybe 2012, I think was when I got my first iPhone. And not only that, but I think a data contract where I was actually allowed to, you know, swipe through things without being on Wi-Fi, because I remember being in sixth form and being restricted by that on my BlackBerry Curve at the time. But yeah, this is quite interesting. But at the same time, I think I'm in the perfect place for this. I really do. It's great to be on holiday, it's great to have a break from things, so I thought this is the best time to do the detox. So it's quite mild here today, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I mean, it's still quite warm, but we're going to go for a little bit of an explore into the village, which is that way, and see what's going on. Just waiting for Tim.
Thoughts, Tim, as we're walking along this quite muggy road?
It may not look it, yeah, muggy was what I would say, because it is really quite warm, even though it's overcast.
Definitely.
I was saying earlier that it doesn't make, we still have to wear sun cream even though the sun isn't directly on us, because what the clouds do is just sort of spread the UV out, so it's coming at you from all directions.
You can do that thing again, Geoff, where Tim starts speaking about UV and you go beep.
So I've decided in my infinite wisdom that I'm going to go for a run. It's about 28 degrees, but it's really scenic out here, so I figured I might as well go and do it. Also, I've got my trainers on now, so there's not really much that's going to stop me. But hopefully it'll cool down a bit, so let's see how this goes. Okay, so that was potentially the hardest run I think I've ever done. Genuinely, it was so hard to run in the heat, and it's all very, very hilly around here. But I did it, and I did actually really enjoy it, particularly seeing as they have this over here. Coke Zero with lemon. Wow. Oh, this is fantastic. Definitely worth it for the Coke Zero with lemon. There you go. But yeah, that was really challenging, but in a totally different way to how I expected it. The heat was something, but the hills were really something else. And the scenery was just fantastic. That definitely made it. It was really good fun to run in a different place. Lots of fresh thoughts, fresh perspectives. It was just fantastic. And the air conditioning set to 20 degrees, and I may put it even lower. But yeah, it feels great to be back in this room. So I've just come to the end of my 24 hours without my phone. I've just taken the phone out of the safe and I've turned it on. And it's amazing how my attitude towards it has changed in that time. I know it's obviously going to take a little bit longer than that, but I feel like this is the start of a new relationship with my phone. There are obviously chapters that I've got to read in this book now that I've done this, but it has been quite an interesting day. It's amazing how many times I've reached for my phone to look something up or use something that's actually quite useful, and it's amazing how many times I've wanted to go on social media and I couldn't. But yeah, this marks a new beginning. I'm going to start changing my attitude towards my phone in that way, and obviously there are lots of things that I can do to help that, but this book has definitely been part of that. But in the meantime, I'm definitely going to go to bed and listen to the Game of Thrones audiobook because I've really wanted to do that all day.
Goodbye all.
See you later, mate.
See you, lovey.
Like explain. I will do. So, Geoff has entrusted the camera to me. I'm going to be going on a little adventure and I'm going to be taking you with me. I'll explain what I'm doing in a bit, but at the moment I'm walking past lots of people and I'm not as comfortable as Geoff is with talking out loud into a camera, but this is my first vlogging experience, so we'll see how it goes. So, what is my mission today? There's a hill that you can see. Well, it's a hill, half mountain, I'm going to call it a mountain because that sounds more impressive, that you can see pretty much from everywhere we've been in Corfu, and I'll show you when it's not obscured by bushes on one side, but that very human urge to see a peak in the distance and go, I want to climb that. So I'm doing a bit of searching on Google Maps. There's a village at the base of it on this side, so it should take about half an hour to walk there. So I'm going to walk there, take stock, and see if it's worth climbing or if that's impossible. But you know, just gonna check it out, have a look, have a little adventure. Take my camera with me. I want to take some panoramic shots. But yeah, we'll see. Who could look at that and not want to climb it? Who could see that every day and not wonder what lies at its peak? Treasure? Gold? Honour? Today I will discover. Well, I probably won't. I'll probably get to the village at the base, and there's not any paths on Google Maps or anything, so there's probably actually no way of getting to the top of it unless you know, got climbing equipment on. But I've got these, you know, canvas shoes on. Nice, a river. Modern and ancient historians reckon that Corfu was the last place Odysseus visited on his 10-year journey back to his home of Ithaca. Not that one. That one. It calls me. I know how far it goes. It looms. It looms above. Almost making this whole thing worth it. Almost. I know I'm joking a lot and saying this is horrible, this trip isn't worth it. But frankly, the pictures I've gotten just so far have made this entire thing worth it, even if I don't make it to the village. This is amazing. Wow, yes. Right, higher ground, Anakin. Right there, that little blue and white inflatable thing in the sea is like directly opposite the beach where they come out. So they'll be like right there. Do you know what? That white building may well be the hotel that we're staying at. I'm lost for words, to be honest. It's gorgeous. I'm in love. I'm in love with Corfu. I'm going to get maps back up and have a look at where I should go next. But probably home. But I'm still going to attempt the hill. I'm just going to let this camera get eaten by ants. Judging by the satellite pictures, basically this is the furthest I can go. So there's a path up there, but I'm pretty sure that just leads back to like the second tier of the same houses. There's a path that way, but that just goes round the mountain, judging by the satellite pictures. I think that probably, because I can't climb that. I mean, I can, but I think it'll take me a while, and I've already been gone for like an hour and a half. I think I'm going to head back. But this isn't the end.
So this afternoon we are heading on another adventure, Tim's second adventure of the day. We're going to Corfu Town. We're hopefully going to get some nice food, see some sights. It's a very beautiful location.
And we're going by boat.
We're going by boat. That is a very important part of this trip, so thank you for pointing that out, Mum. We are going along the coastline, which is going to be fantastic.
I'm actually really excited for that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about that as well. I thought we were just going by coach, but yeah, that's amazing.
I'm excited about seeing the cold marble of the Liston.
There you go.
So
That's
specific.
a very, very specific, but it's a review nonetheless. There we go.
Everybody dance Sirtaki. Hoppa. Hoppa. Ale danse.
Okay, so it's time for another adventure. This
Yes.
time, Tim is going to go into the ocean with the GoPro. I say the ocean, do I mean the sea?
It's the Ionian Sea,
It's the Ionian Sea. Whoa, look at that, sorry.
but I mean all oceans are connected, aren't they? Really? So
Yeah, they
it's
are,
the Mediterranean.
absolutely. Yeah,
But it
absolutely.
opens up into the Mediterranean, but they call it the Ionian Sea.
There you go, so hopefully we're going to get some footage of some fish
Yes,
And
I'm
the-
hoping to.
and the sea. So, yeah, Tim's Adventure, Part 2.
This is really cloudy,
All right.
so I haven't seen any fish.
Adventure,
And we're going to have some amazing cloudy footage.
amazing. Can't wait to look back at that.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely surprised at how much writing I've done while I've been away. I knew that I wanted to do it. It was one of my goals while I was here, but I've written pretty much every day. I've been writing in here, I've been writing by the pool, I've written on the beach. I've had ideas all over the place. I'm genuinely surprised at how productive I've been with it. At the rate that I'm going, I'll have the lyrics for about 3 or 4 songs written, obviously because I can't sit and play the piano or the guitar here because I don't actually physically have it with me. But I have been sat writing lyrics. I've got my rhyming dictionary with me, obviously, and I've got my notebook. And yeah, I'm just filling the pages with words, and it's great. It's fantastic. I just had no idea it was going to be like this. I think sometimes you've got to take the pressure off yourself. And I know that I'm on holiday and I'm meant to be taking a break and stuff, but this is when the ideas tend to come to me. I think quite a lot of these lyrics have just been floating around in my head and I'm sort of filling them out from here. And yeah, it's a great opportunity to do it in an environment like this. It's late afternoon now, and I think the plan after dinner is to try and capture how good the sunset looks from the beach. I'm hoping that's going to be the defining shot of this particular vlog and this incredible location. So fingers crossed I can capture it. Good morning. I've just got back from my run, which was particularly enjoyable today. It's a Sunday morning, so all the church bells were ringing, which was really, really cool. It was a little bit like being in a film, to be honest, but yeah, it was lovely. Last night was the traditional Greek night in the hotel, which was really good fun. Always try to get involved with that. I did actually do a bit of dancing myself, but there is no footage of it. I don't think the internet is quite ready for that yet. So we're going on a bit of an adventure today. We've got a car and we're heading to Agios Georgios, which is where we stayed a couple of years ago. We know a couple of people who live there, so we're going to pay them a visit. So once again, the adventure continues. We were a week earlier, I think it's 2 years and a week.
2 years in a week.
I just finished my fringe run, hadn't I?
Yeah.
You're saying it's been 2 years, hasn't it, since we were last here?
Yeah, as a family.
Can I make a suggestion that to make the shot a bit nicer, can you sit a little bit further forward?
Because I'd like to see your footage from the holiday, Tim. I can't tell who you're looking at. I thought you were looking at me, and I was like, Mum, I've not filmed anything. I'm sorry about that.
I'll be honest, I'm looking forward to watching that back as well.
Oh
Because
yeah, I forgot about that.
My Adventure Part 1.
Oh, of course, yeah. You've had your adventures, several adventures.
Several adventures.
You've
The
had.
sea's a lot clearer here as well. Which
Yeah.
It is.
Hang on.
Have you got the GoPro with you?
Yeah.
Excellent.
But I haven't got my swimming stuff.
I'm glad that I know this is obviously like our last full day, but I'm glad that we're using it to do this. I'm glad that we've come out this way. I know we're not going to Corfu Town again, but I'm looking forward to seeing some sights and yeah,
Absolutely.
just sitting here and taking.
I would like to try that, as I say, that Benitza.
We should go up that way. We should go up north. We should go up north.
Up north.
To the Yorkshire of Corfu. But no, it was quite funny last night, wasn't it, when people were going around and introducing themselves, because you were the first person. Someone said, "Oh, where are you from?"
England.
And you went,
And
England.
everyone got more
and then
specific.
as it got round, it got more specific. So it was like,
You all
oh.
said Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Then
But
someone
by
went,
this
someone went
time.
Scotland, someone went Newcastle. It got to us and we were just like, Yorkshire.
The problem is I don't know what to say when people ask where I'm from. I was born in Oxford, but I lived in the West Midlands for like up until I was 11,
Yeah.
which was like obviously very formative. But then like the rest of the really formative years of life, I lived in Buckinghamshire,
Yeah.
and then I lived in Oxford for 4 years, which is where I was born. So for that period of my life, I would say I was from Oxford. It feels weird to say that I'm from Oxford though, because I didn't grow up there. I don't consider it my hometown.
Well, you can say it in two parts. I was born in Oxford, I was brought up in Birmingham, then I moved to Gerrards Cross.
Yeah, it just felt
You're
weird
not
to
gonna
have
say that in a
said. Exactly, it would feel to have weird to say that. It's like, you, where are you from? Quick round the circle. Well, I was born in Oxford. Let me give you my life story.
So today is our last day in Corfu. We've spent the morning going to all kinds of shops and buying souvenirs and things to take away with us to remind us of our time here. And yeah, it's quite sad to be leaving, but at the same time I am ready to be back in the UK. I've got so many songs that I need to sit down at the piano and work with. And obviously you've got to go back to reality at some point, haven't you? It has been lovely to get away. So later this afternoon we'll get picked up to head back to Doncaster. And of course I will miss Corfu, but I'm ready to go home. Cool, coming in then. Do you think that's about right? I can't really see.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, well, let's get a shot together.
No idea for him though.
Absolutely no idea, but he looks like right.
I feel like